Hi, this is Sam going with Siemens PM Software. Today I want to take a few minutes to share with you what we have made available back in NX9, what we call the part module. A part module is the functionality within the NX that we'd be able to divide the work with our coworkers, with our colleagues. In this case, I have a particular design. What I want to do is just define what kind of output that I have that I can share with my colleagues. So what I'm going to do is just go ahead and review what those individual parts are. So in this case, I have basically 3 different consoles. I want to go ahead and create a particular console. It's on the left-hand side. I'm going to call it left console. Once that is done, what I want to do is use the part module and select that console and want to define what would be my input parameters that I can share with my colleagues. In this case, I want to go ahead and select the 2 curves. Those are my input parameters, and then I want to select the 2 adjacent faces as also some of my input parameters. Once that is done, I can go ahead and create a new part file. In this case, I want to go ahead and name that as my left console. So go ahead, I'll type that in, left console. Once that is done, so that particular file is created. Now, pretend I'm the colleague now that I'm go ahead, tell my colleague go ahead and start working on that part. When he opens up this part, this is kind of input information he will see. So he want to go ahead and start creating a particular feature by using a swept solid. What he wants to do is just define the input parameters, both the input curves, and then once that is done, you want to do some quick trimming commands. You want to go ahead and trim those left console. So now once that all the trimmings are done, you want to go ahead and shell this particular geometry. So now once this is done, he go ahead and create a shell, and then he wants to create a 3-face blend. And now go ahead, by selecting the face blend, you can quickly define what are the 3 input surfaces. Now once that is done, we notice that this particular part, as this particular colleague of mine, as he's working on this part, he did not activate the part module. Back in NX9 time frame, once that is the case, all the features you created, you cannot drag and drop and put it in there. But however, with the release of NX10, the users now are capable of drag and drop, just quickly add these part modules into it. So he just activate that, just grab all 6 of those or 5 of those features, drag and drop. Now notice that all those features are within the part modules. This is one of the new functionality within NX10. So when that is done, what we want to do is go ahead and define output information. So in this case, the output is just the solid results as my colleague has developed that. When that is done, now the main person, which I am, is working on this. My colleagues inform me that it's been done. Now I can see all the results. Now I can go ahead and use the unite command. I can use unite with region. Once that both the target and tool bodies, we'll go ahead and define the region. What is some of the geometry that we're not interested in? Using the region, we can go ahead and remove some of those right at the same time as we're creating a unite command. Notice that how smooth the surface is on the back end of this console. Likewise, I have a few other geometries in the same kind of situation. I want to go ahead and remove them as well using the unite command. So I can quickly trim off some of those. And the third, on the right side of this console now, I want to do the same thing. When I unite them, I go ahead and trim them at the same time. This type of workflow that enable collaboration of multiple users can assist on a single project. This enable quick collaboration and be able to get the job done with the help of your colleagues. Thank you.